Hey guys, what's up? It's Anthony from Saturday Night Online, and I am here with Paramore. How's it going, guys?
Hi.
Good.
So, your album just dropped. You've got a tour coming up, right?
Yes.
So, I know the album has a different sound than what a lot of people are used to. What was the biggest inspiration behind that?
I think just our lives. You know, we've grown up a lot over the last 2 years, or since our last album came out, which was 3 years ago. And so much has happened with us, and we really try to write songs about the things that we know and the things that we experience. And I think all of that just made for a very different band. I think we've changed it for good in good ways, you know, and we wanted that to come across in all the songs.
Okay. And now, when is the next person going to dye their hair? When are one of the guys going to dye their hair? Anyone got plans?
He keeps threatening he's going to do
I
something.
think you should do it. You're not,
Yeah.
What color?
I'm just gonna do the reverse pink and orange. Yeah.
Now,
good.
we asked a bunch of our Facebook followers for some questions, and we're just going to dive right into it. So, Christy Ramos wants to know, this is an odd one to start, to Haley, this is a very important question. What size shoe do you wear?
6.5.
6.5, all right. Well, if anyone wanted to send her some shoes,
Free shoes.
6.5. Now, Claudia Venezuela wants to know, do you guys ever plan on doing more songs with screaming vocals? Who wants to take that one?
If any of us could scream, that'd be cool, and maybe we'd think about it. But none of us know how to scream. Okay. So
Taylor yells on one of the new songs.
Yeah, he does.
I don't know if,
Okay.
if
I
it,
give it a good yell, but I don't know how to. I can't.
I've always tried to do that.
I can't.
In my room by myself. It doesn't work out very well.
Yeah, me
Get a
too.
really scratchy voice. It's gross.
Exactly.
So, Thomas Almeida wants to know, did you think about any other names for the fourth album? Were there any names that kind of just got thrown by the wayside and forgotten about?
We didn't even get that far, really. Haley came in and told the idea to me and Taylor, and we were like, yes, this is amazing. It's one of the hardest things you can do is name a record. Make a bunch of music and like try to put a name on it. It's really hard to do. So,
So you just stuck with the
Yeah.
first one and that was it?
well, I mean, it's more important than that, more significance, but we just think it really sums up who we are and as a band, how we feel in this record. It really feels like it's time to do that. It's awesome.
Okay. And now Angel wants to know, what's the best part about being on tour? You guys are starting your tour in very soon.
Yeah.
So what's the best part about being on tour?
I think it's like that feeling of like, I don't know, it's kind of Goonies vibes where you get in the bus with all your friends or the van, for instance, when we started, and like you just kind of take on the world, and it's just nice. We when we were done with shows at the end of the night, we just like basically round up all the food that we have, eat all of it, and watch movies all night. So I'm excited to do that.
What was it like? What's one of the craziest stories you had from when you guys first started in a van? You know, and obviously now you guys got your tour buses, and it's a little easier on the road. But what's one of the craziest stories from when you guys were on the road when you first started? Someone's got to have a crazy story.
Oh yeah, it's just picking one. Well, there was one case where we like hit a deer so hard, and we were all sleeping. My dad, when I was 16, my dad drove our van.
Oh, wow.
None of us could be on the insurance because we weren't old enough.
Yeah.
And my dad was like, "I'll take you," and it was good for him too because then he was like his 16-year-old daughter wasn't alone with
Yeah.
all these boys. But so he drove us around for a good like I don't know if it was a full year, but he was with us for a bit, and I just remember being completely asleep and then just like skirt, and then like boom, 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 all down the side of the van. And when I got out, it was just like blood and yeah. And
You guys killed Bambi. You guys killed Bambi.
Not a proud moment.
I thought we were dying, so I was pleased. I was like, well, at least it's Bambi and not me.
Yeah, that's true. So Angela Mendoza wants to know, where did you get the name Paramore? Who wants to take that one off?
One of our friends that used to, in an older band in middle school, our friend's, his mother's maiden name was Paramore. So when we were trying to figure out a name, we were like, "What's your mother's maiden name?" "Smith." "That's not cool." "What's your mother's maiden?" And then his was Paramore, and we were like, "That's pretty cool." And we like looked up all the meanings, and I think it's, you know, I think you get so hung up on what a cool band name is, so I think we just stuck with it and just moved forward. Yeah, cool. Yeah.
I like
So
Did she get like royalties from it? Did you guys at least give her credit on an album?
she made like $1 bazillion.
We just talk about her in interviews.
Yeah, that's it. That's good enough, I guess.
Yeah, she gets proud.
So our friend Hammer and Hank wants to know, what advice would you give to someone who's trying to break into the music business?
I mean, to me, it's all about just really holding true to your art you know, because everyone has an opinion, and it's sometimes really easy to listen to other people's opinions, and sometimes it's easy to take them, you know, personally, and to think that it's the right thing. But really, you have to, you just have to have a really good idea of who you are and the person that you want to be and that you want to come across as, and like not change. And it sounds simple, but it's really a hard thing, and you have to stick with that, and you have to hold true.
It's got to be hard because you probably have a lot of people telling you what to do and what they think is best for the band.
Yeah, not to mention now with the internet, like everyone has, you know, everyone can write reviews, everyone can say what they want, and it's a very loud opinion, even though it's essentially just someone on a computer.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you do have to have a really firm idea of your identity and your art, and that doesn't mean it can't change over time, obviously, but I think that as long as you're being genuine and being true to your heart about the music you're making, then you can't really go wrong, you know?
And kind of similar to that, Victor wants to know, what is the biggest obstacle you've had to overcome as a band? Just putting this one together?
I mean, it's been a crazy last few years for us. We've, you know, been through a lot of changes, and the three of us, I think, we've grown up together, but I'd never have felt as close to these guys as I do now. And it just feels like we went through, I don't know, it feels like we went to hell and back, and we came back with a record that we are so proud of, and, you know, just excited for the future.
Okay, and I think we touched on it earlier, but Blake Harris wants to know, what was the inspiration behind the new sound?
Anybody?
Yeah, it's kind of similar to what she said earlier. I think just life. I think that this was I think something was lifted, you know, when we started writing this record, and I think we weren't afraid of experimenting anymore. Well, actually, we were afraid of it, and I think we kind of wrote like a song like "Ain't It Fun." I think when we wrote that song, I think it gave us a lot more courage to just try things and to be honest with where we're at. And you know, we like so many different kinds of music, and I think we've always had that side of us, but we've never gotten to really show people that, you know. So I don't know, I think we just opened ourselves up to our influences, and you know, I don't know, we've already made 3 records of kind of heavier rock music, and we still love that, and there's actually probably one of the heaviest things we've ever done on this record, but I think we needed an evolution, we needed something different, and so we did it.
Well, congratulations on the album again. Can't wait to see you on tour. I've been listening to the single for the past like 2 days on YouTube.
Thank you.
I didn't steal it. It was on YouTube. It's all good. I say we just sit here by the fire and have some hot chocolate. All right, let's hang out. Thanks for checking us out on Saturday Night Online.